Hello and welcome to Move the Line Prop Drop Show presented by SharpStack. Ryan Noonan joined here, as always, by my friends, the Black Shirt Brigade today. We're all ready to go. Week 3, calling around. What's up, my friend?
Yeah, not a whole lot. We got some good injury reports rolling in here that we'll touch on. But yeah, last week was a bit of a bloodbath for me. Had some early injuries, couple of late bad beats here and there. But hey, it's the life of an underbetter. It's a life that I chose. A lot of sweaty unders, and it's okay. I'm ready to bounce back. I feel like the process has not changed. We got a couple unders released in the Discord and a couple more today.
Got some of the unders out before the show today. So I don't know if you're going to just take it easy on Slop, take it easy on the listeners, or if we're just kind of just pounding the table for more. Oh, he's shaking his head already. Okay. So
yeah, we got two more.
Okay. Well, Slop, we're going to have to carry some of the weight here for the people, especially as it gets to, a lot of times these picks end up in our parlay build, but Connor doesn't really get to contribute to that. We're not putting I'm not putting sweaty ass unders in the parlay. Like, this is not what's happening here. What's going on with you, bud?
Just living the dream. I had the same kind of weekend Connor did, although I had very little volume, which was nice. Because, dude, what did I have? Breece Hall, not close. I mean, that was never going to happen. And then I think Britton Strange got burnt by the Strange. Not the first time, probably won't be the last, but man,
that's the downside of the Strange, they say.
Yeah, it was bad Strange. Yeah, but I mean, he was one reception short. I mean, he was right there, targeted 5 times. It sucked, but it is what it is. We'll be back this week. I've got some bangers, like real, like certified bangers. So we're gonna be all set, I think.
Okay, I feel good about that. Well, I printed last week 9-2. Actually, unfortunately, gave out a loser here with the Breece Hall play as you did, but the rest of it was fire. Hopefully, we keep it going. It was not a great start Thursday night. Devon Achane, early 29.5 receiving yard action. Felt really good about that CLV and got hooked on Thursday nights despite his 12 catches. Some receptions being graded as rushing attempts, and just it was a little shady. Didn't feel really good.
That hurt.
Still almost got there. They get the ball back late in the 4th and end up having 3 more plays. I'm like, holy crap, I'm actually alive. And other people involved. And he's so open. And I'm just like, oh man, it was rough. But hey.
Well, I don't know if you saw Twitter was set ablaze by the Malik Washington. Well, the Achane one first. He hit the over, and then it got taken back and put as a run because of that. And then the Malik Washington
that happened?
one.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the same thing happened again later with Malik Washington, who his over-under opened at 8.5 rushing yards, and he had 3 rushing yards, and then his receiving prop was I don't even know, 12 or 14, something like that. And he had a forward-looking pass that was just a terrible throw. So we kind of caught it and moved backwards and then ran forward 12, 15 yards. So his receiving over would have hit, his rushing under would have hit. Instead, it was ruled as a run. And so there was all the Twitter cappers who bet on it were tweeting about it, demanding for a change. I don't know if it's going to happen, to be honest. NBA, sometimes it does happen. I see Prop Bomb try and bully the NBA stats people all the time. And
I think I've seen it once, Connor.
Has it ever
a change one time?
One time?
That I know of. That was the only time I think I've ever seen an actual stat get changed. Changed with the grade from Twitter people.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, we're oh man, this guy has 100,000 followers. John Hyslop has so many followers. That's such a small, unimportant bubble of NFL fandom and culture and unfortunately, you know what I mean?
They don't care who
so much more than we do.
Guy is, dude. They don't care who that guy is. It does not matter. That's a nobody.
Yeah.
The NFL. The NFL is not going to be you know what? They're right. We're going to go back and look at dude. The game's over, buddy. Move on. There's game Sunday. Get your money back. Hope that doesn't happen again. Yeah, that sucks. I hate this bet won stat correction. This bet lost. That. That's a reason I don't bet shots on goal for hockey. That exact reason. I can't do it. Because you see it happen. You're all right, I won. And then next thing you turn around and it's gone, the shot. And you're that's the worst. That's worse than lose, because you did lose. But that's the worst kind of way. You know what I mean? I don't even want to do that, even if you win sometimes.
We have it happen occasionally in the tackle streets. And BetMGM is, again, I know, limit issues for most over there. But they're great. They'll grade out and pay out really quickly, which is really strange. And there's been multiple times where they've paid a winner. It got stack corrected and it ended up going under. But it's just like money hits the account, withdraw, get it out of there. And they never end up emailing to like collect on the loss or the correction. So
Caesars has paid me before and did not take the money back. Like once the guy lost yards later in the game. I can't remember the exact wager. It was a running back though. Hit the yardage last season, lost yardage later on in the game to where he was under it, and it paid. It never corrected ever. Still not corrected. I'm not going to say who it was. I don't want to go back and looking now. But, yeah, never changed. So some books, you keep your cash if they give it to you.
Yeah. We have people talking about, scoring, and that matters, shots and goal. Again, another tackle thing, like the assist. What's graded as an assist and what's not graded as an assist is like so subjective and wild and not uniform across stadiums. And we don't even know who these scorekeepers are. We don't even know who's in charge of this.
You do.
I've tried. I've talked about this. I've scoured LinkedIn, my friend, to try to find who these people are.
You got addresses.
I'm trying to buy these grandpas and grandmas, gift cards to IHOP for
whatever they need.
I'm happy to, I'll help supply
here and there,
surgery. Yeah, whatever we need. Like I'm here. I can't imagine it's someone that's I just always picture it being some, 70-year-olds just volunteer, like, I'll keep the book for the game,
So just want to be involved somehow.
Yeah. Hey, still haven't didn't give it any time this offseason. Maybe that's something I go back to because I want answers to the test.
Get back on LinkedIn.
I tried to use Solak for this too. I'm like, hey, people around the league. Now you're at ESPN. You got to be able to know someone that can get the answers to these. I need to know who these scorekeepers are.
Yeah, there's got to be a name. Yeah, we got to get a job at a stadium. I think if we had a job, like a menial job, like maybe like a food service, like and we work our way to the boxes. They got to be in the boxes, right? All we got to do is just figure out which one it is, follow them home, and we're all set. Now we know. Now we can talk to them, figure out who they are. Get to know them a little bit, not in a dangerous way.
No, everyone's super receptive to talk to anyone who just followed them home randomly.
Yeah.
I know I am. Like, yeah.
And say,
thanks for following me.
Walk me through.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into week 3. Don't forget, check out SharpStack, our new suite of betting tools at 4for4, including our EV tool, market-based projections, Pick'em tool, ARB tool, more. Best odds screens in the game for both odds and props. If you want to check it out right now, you can. Free 7-day trial, 4for4.com/plans. And again, if you choose to subscribe, use promo code MTL for Move the Line here. And that'll get you 25% off. And again, SharpStack subscription comes with a subscription to everything at 4for4. So you will get the picks package, DFS, articles, tools, and all some great deals out there right now. And if you have questions, let us know. Happy to help you out. But yeah, 7 days for free. That's it. No loopholes. That's the fine print. It's free. 7 days. Check it out.
Free for me.
Big fan of free. And don't forget, 2 episodes of Move the Line each week. This is obviously Prop Drop on Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Connor and myself, we talk about the top storylines from the week, look back on what happened over the weekend, look forward to the next week, any early leans, sides, totals, overarching thoughts on the league, all that different stuff. What do you got, Connor? Something on the tip of your tongue?
Well, before we get into our official plays here, so we got like a Bears injury report that DeAndre Swift. Well, first off, their entire secondary is out, basically, that we talked about. Well, which I was going to talk about later. But DeAndre Swift limited 3 days in a row, no full practice, stone cold worst running back in the league right now. Somehow busted our under last week. Under 14.5 attempts. I played a little nibble. Just a little, delectable bite somewhere offshore. But I don't know.
What would you play to?
I played 14.5, like minus 130, I think, something like that. Under 14.5 attempts. Because I don't think the Cowboys' defense is very good. So, like, he could probably hobble his way for 50, 60 yards on like 10, 12 attempts. But, I mean, they're literally like the Bears have the highest yards before contact in the league and the worst rushing EPA, or second worst rushing EPA in the league. I don't even know how that's possible. Like, how is that even like?
Doesn't feel real.
Yeah. And the yards before contact is like by margin, I'm pretty sure. Having looked at it earlier, it's like, yeah, it's almost 4, which is insane to think of that. Like on average, a runner's running 4 yards before the first person touches them.
That's bad.
I know it's 2 weeks, but like they're comfortably above. I think the Titans are next, and like the Titans are barely at 3. I've had that tab open up. That's closed now, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the Bears are like almost 4. It's really hard to do.
It's crazy. So yeah, anyways, that popped up. The injury report came out right when we were on. I know Steve was talking about it in the chat here as well. So figured I'd mention it for anyone looking to get down. I mean, it's probably a little too juiced out for an official play, but if we get some more news that like, yeah, he's really banged up or whatever, I would probably consider a 13.5 too, to be honest, Steve, at like normal juice. So we'll see when we get there. That'll probably be like a later today or tomorrow thing.
All right. Keep an eye on that. Again, if you were joining us live, we appreciate it. You can obviously jump in the chat if you have not already. Love your feedback, any thoughts on the week, anything you want us to talk about, your favorite prop look for week 3 as well. Okay, get back to you, Connor. The floor is yours for your first official play of week 3.
Yeah, first official play of week 3, we're going to go with Chuba Hubbard under 57.5 rushing yards. Saw just 10 carries to Dowdle 6 last week. And he's been awful so far this season on the ground. I don't think it's necessarily his fault, but 95 rushing yards on 26 carries, 3.7 yards per carry, 1 run of 10 plus yards. So not quite as bad as DeAndre Swift, but DeAndre Swift, I think, might have more 10-yard runs than Chuba Hubbard does. Panthers right now are missing 2 starting offensive linemen, set to miss this matchup against the Falcons. Falcons D-line, you talked about a preseason. They've been great at rushing the passer so far, and their run defense has been awesome too. 3.4 yards per carry, despite playing against the Bucks and the Vikings, who have good running backs, pretty good offensive lines, at least run blocking wise. So I think that they could absolutely shut down this Panthers like run game here. And it's also projected to be super slow, low volume game. Falcons pass rate of expectation is super low. So I think Jake and I already played a Penix pass attempt under in the week. Not necessarily correlated, but kind of along the same theme of like probably just not much volume on both sides here. And when it is like, I mean, the Panthers just like can't sustain drives. They can't like the fact that Bryce Young had 55 pass attempts last week was crazy. Like, I mean, he was just dropping back. That 2-minute drive after they got the ball back was just the worst 2-minute drive I've ever seen, maybe in my life. Like 15 to 20 dropbacks, completed 1 pass. It was a dump off to Chuba Hubbard. They ran the ball a play because they were so bad, and they just kept getting bailed out with penalties. So they kept just drop back, penalty. It was pathetic. So any unders I get on the Panthers, I think Chuba is a good look, even though he had a good season last year. Kind of out on him right now.
Yeah, I thought their offensive line was going to be good, or at least better than people thought maybe, but they've had injuries. They just haven't been able to piece together the full starting 5 offensive linemen. And I think you make a good point in the game state. Slop, you shook your head right away. What do you think?
Under. I mean, it is a Panthers running back, so I'll give you that. Yeah, I don't know. They'll be playing catch up the entire day, most likely, if it's anything like their other 2 games. So I couldn't imagine taking an over on Hubbard.
Okay,
that's a blessing right there.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a solid endorsement. I like it too. And you mentioned the game state. Kind of surprised that the Falcons have trended so run heavy so far. Not necessarily because of how they're built, but just how I thought we were going to see this Penix team operate a little bit more too. And again, maybe Mooney's not fully healthy, and you've had London dinged up a little bit, so maybe that starts to, regress to the mean a little bit as we move forward. But probably not in this game state, because you can do kind of whatever you want still on that Panthers front. So, all right, Slop, what do you got, buddy? Number 2 or number 1 for you?
I looked all day for a tight end prop, just because some coward on Twitter was just going at me. I went to look at his profile. The guy had me blocked. I mean, I don't even know. Like, come on. Like, where on this doll did my football takes hurt your feelings? You know, like where it hurts. Like, what are you doing, buddy? But I didn't have one. I don't have one. I looked all over, though. I wanted on the records. I looked all over, and there just wasn't one. So it is what it is. So I went with Rome Odunze, 6+ receptions. All right, so I had 4.5. Full disclosure, 4.5 receptions was like -115 this morning at Profit X. So I grabbed that because that's crazy. It's like minus in the -140s now. Pinnacle's got 144. Like basically it's -140s. So we can just go up one. I mean, the guy's been targeted like 20 times in the first 2 games. He is the wide receiver 1 in Chicago. It looks like Moore is more of a everything type of guy, but Rome is disgusting for one. Like don't forget that. They're gonna get in some weird ass game with the Cowboys. So the Cowboys defense is horrific, but the Cowboys offense should score all over them. So I don't know if we're gonna get like another 50 burger or anything like that. But at the same time, all we need is a game that goes back and forth. You know, maybe the Bears have to play a little catch up. I don't know. But, man, 6 receptions at plus – hang on 1 second. I had it up and I dropped it. I don't know what I was doing. 6 receptions at plus 146 feels like a number that won't be around on Sunday. So, I mean, I feel like you just grab that. Like I said, 6 receptions, that's nothing. We're good. Or if you want to go yards, you can. But I'll be honest with you, he was never a 70-plus guy at barely plus money. Now he is. So I'd rather have the receptions.
First off, I love it. I think Rome's awesome. Like he's Ben Solak brought up a good point. This is 2 Solak shout outs right in a row during the show. But he brought
he might be home listening. He's not working these days. He's got a baby.
He's got a baby. He's messing up tweets and people are getting mad at him for it. But he just had a kid. But keep going. Sorry.
He brought up a great point in the chat. That was like my only hesitation on just banging Rome overs, which was like Rome has been like the clear man beater guy, like the clear number 1 against man, and the Cowboys play like 95% zone. But I looked up the numbers, and he's also been very good against zone. It was like 22% target share against zone, 30% against man. So like he's still been really good against zone. There's going to be so much volume in this game, like it's going to be electric. So, but I don't know if you want to add anything there, and then I gotta show the tweet that Slop's talking about here on the screen. It's so
good. No, show the tweet. I'm pro Rome as well. That game state's wild. Totally good.
So there's a lot of layers here. So it's this guy Jason, the Savior JC1325. First off, he starts. It's like Mad Lips, not Mad Libs, Mad Lips.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, you talk about an absolute moron. But keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like it just gets dumber as it like you when you think this can't get any dumber, it just does. Keep going.
Well, I mean, do you want to read this in your voice? Because this is him imitating you. I mean, what do we think here?
I can't really see it as well.
All right. Well, I can do it. It's
there we go.
All right, you good?
You know what? Yeah, I got it.
Let's go.
You know what is a lock? Insert. Oh, nice work, Coogan. Dork.
He said he's a fan. Yeah, he said he was a fan. Sounds like he doesn't know how you were blocked.
I don't know.
He's here. I don't know.
He had me blocked.
Jason's in the chat all the time.
Blocked,
I'll give him that.
You had me blocked. It said I was blocked. I was like, damn, dude, you blocked me? Like, what did I do?
Jason, he's here all the time.
Insert random tight end. Has only been averaging 4 catches and 22 yards a game, but I got a feeling he's gonna have insert double-digit number receptions and insert 3-digit number receiving yards. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, for one, I don't know that I've ever said 100+. Maybe I have. I've never done 10+ receptions.
It wouldn't even be a record though, Slop.
10+ is crazy. That's crazy. So then there's that. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Come on.
So good. All right. Well, it seems like
I
amends
looked for one for you though, Jason. So if you didn't really block me, then I take back all the things I was going to tweet to you and all the things I said on the show. I take it all back. We're good.
Sounds like a fat finger block situation. He did not mean to block you.
How fat are your hands? Like, just give me your height and weight, and I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you if you fat fingered it or not. If you're fat enough to actually fat finger one. I don't think you are, Jason. You don't seem fat.
Who is the Pittsburgh tight end last year that you loved?
There's a lot of Freiermuth.
Freiermuth.
Yeah, Freiermuth. He actually cashed a couple times. Some of these are cashing. Not all of them, but some of them are cashing. That's the thing. Here's the thing, though, guys. You just made my point for me, though, Jason. Jeff, that's yours. Yeah, no, you're not fat, Jason. You're not even close. You're 6 foot 210. There's no chance you fat fingered it. I don't know what happened. We'll let bygones be bygones. I don't think you fat fingered it. I think, something just happened. But what are we talking about? Oh, dude. So a guy catches 4 balls a game, right? Or 3 balls a game, nothing like that. His 5 is good whenever he has a good matchup. I'm just saying, that's just how this game we play works. I'm trying to find him on there. The savior.
It's so funny. Oh, man, this is great.
For Jason, for the record, I thought your tweet was fantastic.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
And look, Slop, I mean,
they're not random tight ends, though. We're talking about starting tight ends, dude.
Oh, it's flattery. It's a bit. They know they know what's going on. They know the flow,
what's hot on the streets.
The handicap. The handicap mixes up. Look, unblocked, officially unblocked, Slop.
Oh, see, I was trying to. Oh, so you just unblocked me now?
He's blaming Elon. Honestly,
it's fair.
Fair enough. I mean, when in doubt, you could probably always blame Elon. But yeah, here we go. We got some people calling you out.
Brenton Strange is no rando. C-Mac knows. Brenton Strange is starting tight end. He was targeted 5 times, guys. Just saying, targeted 5 times. We needed 4 catches. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
it was right there.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, Evan. Hey, get Evans on there. Evan, thank you, Evan. Saying that happened.
We got
JC. There he is. Dude, you had me blocked. I'm not blocked anymore. You don't even follow me.
Well, after you block someone, it automatically unfollows them. This is great. I blame you, Jason. We have derailed. Yeah, this is.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's gonna be fine, dude. I'm gonna follow you then, Jason.
It's gonna hate follow back. It's like, good for Jason. Scooped up an extra, follower today.
I got your back, dude.
There we go. This is great. I
was having a tough morning today too. This is not the best morning to get me. We had bowling last night. Went very late. I had a great night bowling, so extra bucket. And we won the HDP. Who knew? The tight end helped us out. Dalton Kincaid, no big deal. So then, it went kind of late. So this morning, when I was like, come on, guys. Look alive.
Yeah. You look like $1 million, though.
Thank you. Thank you.
Looks like you got an extra hour sleep, maybe. I would have guessed.
It does not feel like it. But, yeah.
All right, I'm going to get us back on the rails.
So Rome, definitely hitting. Let's go.
Definitely hitting with Rome. I'm good with Rome. Rome's going to fit. Parlays later, I'm thinking. We're
look at Jeff.
Classic Jeff.
It's a valid point.
Yeah. All right. Get us back on the rails by taking us partially off the rails a little bit. First play for me this week. And I said jokingly, I'm pretty comfortable thinking that I didn't have to ask either of you if you were on this play or if you were considering this play. Connor's shaking his head in just absolute disgust. Handicap is going to be great, though. Russell Wilson, over 18.5 rushing yards.
Okay.
Widely available. FanDuel, Builder, Caesars. There's some 16.5s out there. If you can get down on MGM or Hard Rock. I will admit this is not prime Russ, but Russ is still very much running. In very much scrambling, and that's what we need here. We have kind of the perfect storm of what we want to find scrambling situations at quarterback. Chiefs play man, the second highest rate in the league, and they blitz at the highest rate in the league, 47%. Man rates a little bit under 65%. They have faced the most scrambles in the league this year. So not design runs. So we're not counting Jalen Hurts design rush attempts. We're talking pure drop back scrambles. 13, comfortably more than anyone else in the league. Late last year, I believe even on Christmas Day, Russ and the Steelers played the Chiefs. They blitzed their face off against poor Russ. He ran 6 times for 55 yards. He also ran, I think, 6 times for like 40-something yards in week 1 against Washington, who also plays man at a top rate and blitzes a ton. They're the only team that blitzes, less than the Chiefs do. So we got a situation here. I think 3.5 carries and attempts is good. He's ran at least 3 times in like his last 8-9 games. Longest rush at 9.5, I think is very much in play, but 18.5, we can kind of cover all those. So if he happened to run 4 times for 7 yards, we're still, or 3 times for 7 yards, we're still cashing at 18.5. So Russ is going to probably pop a long run. We don't need much here. Trailing game script, dropping back a lot, over 18.5 on Russ. Connor, did I warm you up at least a little bit to not hate it as much as you did when I first said it?
No, I don't hate it as much as when you first brought it up. I just I don't want to ever bet on Russell Wilson with anything. That's my problem.
That's also very fair.
I think he's just like a borderline dog shit human. He's just one of the worst people in the NFL. I mean, just one of the most insufferably corny fake people of all time. I don't think he's ever been himself in a single interview ever, or ever on the field, maybe even ever. But yeah, here we go. Russ been practicing his thrusts on the planning end. I mean, just what a loser.
He's ready to scramble though. Don't leave out the bottom, that last part from Patrick. He's ready to scramble.
He's ready to scramble, exactly.
Kneel downs also not in play. We're not going to get cucked by any kneel downs here late. It's not giving any back probably. So yeah, he's Mr. Unlimited. Slop, what do you think about Russ?
Yeah, no, Connor.
First of all, why are we stopping at 18.5 is what I wanted you to say, Slop. Why aren't we just going to 25-30?
Yeah, well,
and I think that's probably fair.
Hear me out. So Connor's love for Russ kind of came through. He kind of got me there, but it did remind me of the meme. Remember when he had cornrows that year? And the meme was he was a drug dealer in a Disney movie or something like that. That's what he looked like. Whatever. He's like, I'll take 2 drugs, please. And yeah, he would have been perfect for that because he's definitely one of the corniest people. But yeah, no, I mean, I love you and I love this show and all that. There's no chance in hell you're talking me into a Russell Wilson over anything. I can't do it. It's not because it's a bad play. I'll even tell you this: 25 hitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't sit down Sunday and look at myself in the mirror with a Russ. I can't. Even when he had whatchamacallit last week, he would have had whatever. If you had 400 plus, you were dancing in the streets, which you should have had in hindsight after we know he threw 400 plus. But whenever you look at the Dallas defense and how that game was set up, I can't believe we didn't see that. I'm serious. I can't believe we didn't see it. And I don't know. Even if I would have saw it, I don't know if I would have given it on the shot. I can't. It's the meme though that gets me. It's the meme. It's that one. Find that meme, and I'm telling you, it's perfect. It was so perfect. That's exactly what he looks like.
Yeah, my favorite was the midfield opening week, the first Denver start back in Seattle, and he's got his headphones on. He's kind of cracking an eye, and he sees the cameras are there, and he really starts to get into the music, and probably a little bit. He's just hands are up. He's just feeling the moment, and he's just just making sure that the cameras are still there and stays in a little bit longer. I get it. This is an island game. This is Sunday Night Football, Slop. So what's going to happen is you're going to have a really, you're going to have a really good Sunday. You're going to be feeling a little bit. Counts are going to be flush. You're going to be feeling good. You're I don't really have a lot of action on Sunday Night Football. I'm going to tail noon and I'm going to take this Russ 25 plus, and you feel good about it when it hits.
Russ, yeah,
that's what you were talking about. Also, first off, it's on NFL memes. That's how I know you're old as shit. Is that that's where you saw it on Facebook? NFL memes.
That was Seattle Russ. I mean, Russ has gone through some changes. He was, what was he? He's been with the Broncos, Steelers, and now the Giants, right? Since then.
Yeah.
There was another one. He's that was all right. So that's the undercover cop. And the worst one ever. That's a great meme. And then the other one was that same picture, but him as a Disney gangster. And I was that's funny. That's hilarious. He's in the Disney gangster movie. And it's that is. But he does, dude. He looks it's that doesn't look real. It's what are you doing?
There's the Brian Kelly and then the politicians and stuff like that who are code switching in different situations. That's exactly who Russell Wilson is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Brian Kelly,
a southern accent.
Bayou accent when he goes down to LSU all of a sudden, and then but
You don't even
Brandon
talk
Williams
like that.
It's crazy. Oh, crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Russ
but
is
I
familiar.
don't know. Russ is getting that, and now that it's a Sunday night game, I didn't know that. I wasn't thinking about that. I'm probably taking that.
Yeah, you probably want to.
You need all the help you can get on Sunday night, man.
Yeah, just feel good. You're either chasing the dragon or you're like feeling flush because you had a great day.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
You need some of it. So I'm telling you, this is the perfect leave. You take the name out of it and you just go, hey, what are the environments that we want for quarterback scrambling? And it's teams that play high man and teams that blitz a ton and the quarterbacks in the trailing game state. And this is, it's Russ. And he's been doing it already. So
yeah,
if you can divorce yourself from the fact that it's Russell Wilson, it's easier to get there. I understand why people cannot. So that's why, and I can even tell in our Discord, I don't have a lot of tails on it. That's not a lot of people are joining.
It's him.
Maybe they are. They're reluctant to tell themselves they're coming along. So I appreciate those that are rocking with me on this one. It's going to feel good. I promise you.
It's him. It's not you.
No, I get it.
I don't even want him to win me money. I almost want him to lose so I can be mad at him more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fair. All right, Connor, kicking it back to you. Second one. I think you got another stinky under for us here.
Yeah, you're gonna hate this one. I know.
Man,
actually,
are you serious? We talked about that. I told you you can't do this.
Yeah, this is. I feel like this is a kind of an attack on you a little bit. It's actually an attack on me a little bit too. After last week where I played some alts, I'm thinking Treveyon Henderson under 5.5 carries. This is plus money on Caesars, even money on FanDuel, 6.5. I think right now on MGM, maybe still at Rivers. I don't know. To be honest, not sure. Rivers, I don't check before it, but and all the stuff's stale on odd screen. So if it's there, just check. It's usually stale. Henderson got 5 carries in week 1, 3 carries last week. He blew multiple pass pro reps, played just 5 snaps in the entire second half. Even in they were winning or neutral basically the entire game. He was outcarried by Ramondre Stevenson, 11 carries, and Antonio Gibson, 5 carries. The beat reporters pregame were like, they're like, the Patriots are going to switch up usage. That literally meant Antonio Gibson is going to play more than Treveyon Henderson because Henderson has been so bad in pass pro, which is not good. Not good for Josh McDaniels and what he wants there. So I struggle to see how he gets 6+ carries this game unless the Patriots are just absolutely dominating the Steelers, which is possible. But even then, it seems like they want to shift to Ramondre. Also, Drake May's been running more, 10 carries last week, 4 carries the game before, which all this added up, it's tough to get to 6+ carries if he's the third string running back, basically, on a team that's in I don't know. I think what's the spread right now? It's even, right? It's 1 point, 2 point favorites.
Yeah.
And the pace is going to be slow. 24th and 25th in the league last week in pace. After starting the season off a little bit hotter, both just kind of face planted there. And then on top of this, the head coach acknowledged it. They said they believe in him. They believe in his pass pro, but they are, quote, we'll keep working on it. They acknowledge that it's a problem. I don't know. I think that the floor here might be pretty low on his snaps and usage until later in the season, to be honest, at this point. Newton,
I hate it.
You hate it. I'm sure you hate it. I think Henderson's got some juice. That's the problem. So I think he's good. But
so I mean, I actually hate it just because I hate it. Right. The same reason you guys hate the Russ one. I just want Henderson to have the juice. I think the pass pro thing is real. I watched the game, some bad stuff. Again, it was part of his package coming in, right? That was what the coaches raved about. His pass pro was part of the appeal, right? He wasn't just this little, juiced up guy that contribute both in the air and on the ground. He also was going to be able to be a 3-down back because of the pass pro. And it's just talking about small sample theater. It's literally just a couple of pass pro reps that go poorly, right? And if they go poorly and then the pressure rate gets home, then it's magnified, right? If Dre May gets the ball out on that play and it's designed to be a hitch, you know what I mean? There's just so many reasons why it doesn't really concern me long term. But you're right though. He's right now third on the depth chart, and it is what it is. And
that's the problem too. Is it is absolutely a small sample thing, but I think that matters to the coaches too, unfortunately, because if he's only getting 10 shots at it or 5 shots at it, I don't know how many reps he got. And he blew 2 of them. That's a lot. That's kind of unfortunate, which is really tough. So I think he'll be out there. I think he's going to play still a decent amount. I mean, I don't know, he played 16 snaps last week. I think he'll probably play 10 to 15 this week, but probably going to be a bunch of pass pro, probably a couple of routes because he is super explosive in space. and then I don't know, 3-4 carries. That's what I would guess.
That's fair. Slot. People want you to stop playing slots.
Dude,
Yeah.
All right, so I'm in this.
Who's texting you, bro?
I mean, it's.
You got strange texting you mid.
I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. No, I'm in this group chat that's turned into the rails have it has completely gone out of control. Like it was meant for information, kind of like FSM.
Yeah.
But now there's individual conversations going on. Like guys, that's on the side. So this is things that apply to all of us. So I think we're just finding our groove with that, and maybe at some point we get better. But I turned the ringer off. The only thing is, what if something comes through that I need to be aware of? I don't know. I don't think anything's gonna though. So whatever. So I turned it off.
Are you sure it isn't? You don't have notifications on for the NFL memes Facebook group?
Yeah. No, that's what I was waiting for. The new Russell Wilson meme to drop, but I don't know if we're getting a new one. I think we're just staying with that one.
We got the people in the chat here. We don't want to hear about Slop swinger chat. Slop turn off.
Dude, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. I don't know.
It's so funny. Who keeps your ear on that loud?
Man, I'm not a young guy. All right. I can't just hear shit. You know what I mean? I can't see or hear as well as I once could. The text
inevitable.
is a little larger than it would be for a younger guy, and it's got to be loud. It's not like my wife though.
Is that
that's all the time.
Do you have a BlackBerry or a Razor?
No, I got
a Razor.
Dude,
you said a Razor.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
It's incredible too. Incredible
nice. They are an incredible machine, Slop. I mean, sometimes I remind Connor, I'm like, hey, when I graduated high school, I didn't have internet in my house.
No.
I had encyclopedias. I had a friend who had internet, but you weren't.
Yeah, we
were all
right.
Yeah. And,
and I did have a Razor back in the day, Patrick. It was good.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Why do you have your phone on silent though? You can't hear it.
I genuinely
important happens.
I genuinely don't know the last time I've ever had my phone on ringing ever. Maybe
so no sound comes out of it.
No sound, no vibration, nothing.
So what happened?
Well, that's a little much. What do you do?
How are you notified?
Well, I've
texted you. You text me back right away.
Yeah, I have an Apple Watch. So and I'm always on my phone. So it's I don't know. It would just it annoys me because I have Schefter notifications on. I got Underdog notifications on. BN Fantasy notifications.
How do you get notified if you turn the notifications off?
Well, I have it vibrates on my watch. My watch vibrates. When I get a notification. So
no one calls Connor.
No.
Oh man, I didn't want to say that. I won't lie to you. I was thinking that.
I have no friends. Yeah, this is
doesn't ring. You're just you know what? I'm turning it off, so I couldn't hear it anyways.
I think Jeff mentioned this earlier too in the chat somewhere as well. Yeah, every pick is an under. The guy just hates fun. That's why I have no friends. That's why no one calls me.
I might start doing that. So just turn it off and then. Okay. Yeah, this might change my life, to be honest with you. What Tommy just said.
Tommy's got it up here.
Correct. That is the guy playing 4D chess right there, and I want in on that game. I'm doing that right now. I'm never turning my shit on again, dude. I'm gonna turn the phone off. There's no reason to have it on. I'll let you guys know. That's what I'm gonna do from now on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss so many things too, because I'm gonna forget. I only check like Twitter. You know what I mean? I'm gonna miss everything else.
My wife is like this. She refuses out of principle, even if she's looking at her phone and someone sends her a text. There's no chance in hell she's responding to you within the next 5 or 10 minutes, because then you set the expectation that I'm going to respond quickly, that I'm always available. It's no, I'll get back to it. None of it's ever as important as we make it out to be. So sometimes I'll be like, I don't know, check to kind of wrap up the day, make sure there's no one you shouldn't have responded to that you didn't. But
but
no chance you should respond.
Hey, come pick me up.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I don't have kids, so
because the kids are always texting stuff. Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? Hey, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's true.
Saying top dad right here. I'm at least top 5. So you know what I mean? That's how I stay there with the notifications, dude.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, Slop. We're back on the rails here.
We're talking about now. What do we want to pick?
Yeah, we've made 4 picks in 40 minutes. That's how
I know,
the show's done. I love
this
it.
is still a pick show. It's not a
Still a pick show.
Variety lifestyle show.
People like all of it though too. We're mixing in like actual football thoughts here. We just
hey Jeff, I don't know, dude. I tried to have that guy in the Thunderdome today, and like I don't know if it's a bit. That's all I'm going to say about him. Not sure that's a bit.
No, it's not a bit, guys. Like,
okay,
I've met him in real life.
I thought we were having fun. I was like, oh. This is not a bit. It's like, okay. So, yeah. So, I don't know, man. I don't think we're going to be hanging out with him much. GRP. Steven, nice guy, probably. But, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you were at that meetup either. It was like me and, I don't know, a couple other people were there. And he came. So, it was like a betting meetup in Chicago. And he drove in and, we hung out with him for like an hour. It was like some Steelers bet. He ended up he was like losing and getting his ass whipped. So, he left. So, he got pissed and left. And
that seems right.
And so we're like, all right, see you later. But yeah, I checked in and asked him how much for his formula. And he said there are like a lot of people, like things in the equation, and he's still figuring that out. So he'd let me know. So I was like, okay.
Okay. That's cool. I asked him via DM if he wanted to come on the Thunderdome, and I said, are you in? He said, yeah, definitely in, blah, blah, blah. Watch my video in 90 minutes. So I was like, okay, it's weird.
What?
I will, though. I watched it, and he was retiring from sports betting sides and stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, I think this might affect your Thunderdome appearance because, like, so yes, you're in, but also you're retired. I said, that doesn't make a lot of sense. And then he puts back, like, let's wait a week. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do with that. You know what I mean?
Well, he's just trying to, hold market position he's trying to sell it. It's like Feinberg reached out to him and said, how do I buy it from you so no one else can buy it? He wanted 250.
Well, the episode was going to be like, the episode was great as it is. It's up on the channel right now. Me, Modai, and Rob Zola. Rob Zola with GRP, I thought was going to be very funny, and we didn't get it. But then also, too, I'm glad we didn't get it because I didn't know that wasn't a bit. So I would have felt really bad once I realized it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, now we're just like jumping some old man. I'm like, I'm not really into that. You know what I mean? So I'm not. Yeah. So
we had him on last summer. Maybe
we had him on last year. No, last year during like week 5 or something like that. Yeah.
And Noonan just asked him a bunch of hard hitting questions. I think we talked no football, and it was awesome. It was hilarious.
Yeah. We had him on. We had him on our show on like our midweek show. Here? Yeah.
Okay. Not prop drop. It was like a regular move the line, like a sides and totals thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He lives like 20 minutes from me. It's, just want to see him
hang out all the time
one day. Yeah.
Does he still live with his mom for real?
Yes.
Oh, see, that's my bad. I'm sorry. I thought this whole thing.
There's no shame there. It leans into it as like a badge of honor.
Or like where I was going with everything was not going to work because it was like that's all I'm saying. Like because I again thought it was all a bit.
You didn't get the show notes. Yeah.
Do you think GRP? I'm with
now
you.
You're gonna look at everything through a different lens. So you can go back and watch the Flacco video where he legit was like, I don't know, like basically got cucked by Joe Flacco. Otherwise, he was going to win $200K on like Baker Mayfield comeback player of the year. And he like is watching it on his like 1995 television set in like his mom's basement. And literally it's just like, he's like, unbelievable. And he like shuts it off like right away. It's so good. It's just, I mean, he's a gem outside of the hating women type of thing, that tweets that he does, which are not okay. And we tell him that he's,
I didn't know he was serious. Like no one he's serious, but like, oh my God, dude.
The women don't take it very, very kindly either. I know Kate Constable does a great job. She constantly gets hate from GRP. So, but she doesn't put up with the shit anymore. She starts going back at him. So shout out to Kate.
Yeah. Remember the first time we heard of him, Connor, remember he was messaging us like 7-8 years ago to come on the show. We want like a real handicapper. You guys are getting these guests. Why don't you get, you want a real handicapper who's got receipts, right? It's always been, he's got actual receipts and tickets. Yeah.
He wrote down the receipts.
And now after 2 weeks, he retires.
He's retired, but he's also selling the 0 for 5 system for ungodly amounts of money. It's wild, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. More picks.
All right. Back on the rails.
Marketing wise, I can work with that. What he just put, Tommy. Like, because I mean, you can, dude, I retired after using the system. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't have to say like that it didn't work. You just retired after using the system. So that's at least $500,000. All right,
library,
let's talk football. I don't know if we have enough time to get to the picks today. We almost got there. How about Dontayvion Wicks receptions? I kind of was thinking yardage because he's kind of a yards guy, but he looked like he was gonna be maybe a short guy as well as a long guy, and the other new guy is gonna be the long guy, Golden. Does that make sense? So Golden runs all the way down the field, never gets a throw, maybe here and there just to spruce it up, just so you can hit the underneath. The Browns they play the defense that he's going to beat. This is not really about him as much as the number and price. It's the only place in the world that has it up right now for whatever reason is no vig. I took it yesterday. They're 3.5 plus 130. I don't know if my screen is just not working.
FanDuel had some Packers reception stuff up earlier because I was looking at Golden uncorrelated stuff for us, and then it's gone. So I think they're probably waiting to get the actual. They want the Kraft news, I think.
Okay. So Golden would be an uncorrelated guy, but I think Wicks is going to get targeted. I don't know that the Packers are going to be able to run on the Browns. Like, I don't think, like, all right, so Rob Pizzola, we had him on there today. He kind of had a good point, though, that the first two offenses the Browns saw are very familiar to them. So scheming them up might have been a little bit, easier. But still, I think the Browns' run defense might actually be good. Because even if you schemed up, like, you still get pushed off the line. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not, like, so I think that it's going to create short pass opportunities with no read. It's kind of a hunch, but he did get targeted like 6 times last week. Wicks did 4 receptions. I think that's going to be the move. I think 4+ receptions for him at plus 130 is a very fair price on a very low bar to clear. And if I'm right, he could probably catch, 6 balls. It could happen. Does that make sense? So 4 is good. The only issue is they might wax the Browns, which would take the air out of the ball in the second half. But I don't know. I think he'd be part of the waxing. So, and again, we're not asking this guy to set a record. We're asking for 4 receptions at a plus 130 price tag. I like it.
I don't hate that. I like the yards too, to be honest. I think just because of like the way that Jordan Love constantly wins, and even more so this year so far, like just
those long passes.
The average like depth of target is like 13.5 yards. Like they're taking shots. So Connor, any Wicks thoughts? Or
I would prefer yards. I mean, you guys have now bet on 2 of my least favorite players in the league. I don't like Dontayvion Wicks either, but
he's good.
He's going to be out there. He's going to play a lot. And Jordan Love is fun. So, yeah, I mean, it might take him 8 targets to catch 4 balls because he drops like half of his passes.
How many has he dropped this season?
I don't think he's dropped any this season. Maybe he got the
blue
on his hand.
He hasn't dropped the ball yet.
But I don't think so. Well, I don't know, actually, to be honest. I haven't looked, but he's, anytime you get a chance to bet on a wide receiver 5, you got to do it, right?
I don't think he is, though. That's the thing. I don't think he's the wide receiver.
That's the handicap, Connor. Come on.
He's it's a good bet. I get it. Like, I mean, he's going to play a lot.
Like, you can't take the Packers receivers. Like, that's the thing. You can't take them because you don't know which one's going to be. Well, now you start to take them out of the mix and take one of them out. The numbers don't really adjust much from that. And it's like, all right, well, because they're like, who's going to be the guy to step in that role? So I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's Wicks. And like I said, he hasn't dropped one yet. We'll see. He's disappointed me before. So I'm with you. I understand the hate, but I don't know. I don't think he's that bad. He gets open. He could get open in a phone booth, dude. It's crazy. Like whenever you watch the All 22, no big deal. Just grind out All 22 over here.
Hands are so
crazy. And Zay Flowers just had his way with him last week. Like he's not the exact same type of receiver, but just a shifty little dude that can create separation. I'd give that to Wicks.
I mean, 36 yards is not bad. 40 maybe, I think, on Fliff and Hard Rock I'm seeing right now. Maybe those could actually be up. I think that's about right. I don't think Tucker Kraft's going to play. I would guess Musgrave is going to play a bigger role there. But, yeah, I mean, 3 receiver sets are going to be Wicks, Golden, and Romeo Dobbs, who is just the definition of a jag. So like if Wicks has any juice, then he should see some work.
Just a little bit too. That's the thing. Like if we were saying if this was 5+ at plus what they're like, you got. I mean, no. Like it's a
right.
No, you know what I mean. Like it's literally predicated on the fact that it's 4 receptions in this exact game environment, and not really necessarily the player himself. Like he's like the last part of this little handicap.
Yeah, I think the whole team is just uncorrelated waiting to happen. I feel like there's just probably go up and down the roster. I can imagine a Sunday morning Musgrave ticket coming from Slop if you're following Slop on.
There's a chance, yeah.
There's I think Musgrave's actually pretty good, but the problem is Kraft might be awesome. So but I think Musgrave is actually.
It's the Jonah Hill, the Moneyball meme.
Yeah.
With this guy's only
this guy.
The guy in front of him, way better.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he can't play because the guy ahead of him is really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
All world.
Well, professional segue stop. You didn't even know it because my last one here this week. And again, I'm stepping out another primetime game. This time we're shifting to Monday Night Football, but it is widely available across the board. Zay Flowers over 67.5 receiving yards, minus 114 on FanDuel, Hard Rock. It's on Builder, TK, Caesars, MGM. It's all out there. We've seen this in games where like the Ravens are pushed either neutral or trailing ever. Zay Flowers goes off. Like he is, I think, just kind of an underrated guy. I think they really missed him last year down the stretch in the playoffs. So far, only Puka has a better yards per route run rate. Only Puka and JSN are averaging more targets per route run, like almost 40% so far. Like he is heavily involved. Again, I just don't think we see a scenario where this game gets completely out of whack. And then teams just historically have trended pass heavy against the Lions. Pass rate over expectation last year was like the 4th highest in the league. So, and again, that's not raw pass rate. That's over expectation. That's accounting for game script, down and distance, all those things. So if you have them leaning a little bit more run heavy than they typically would, I think that keeps Zay involved. We saw that last week in the game. That scoreboard didn't look great against the Browns, but the game was actually a little bit closer. We saw 11 targets for Flowers. So obviously we saw the same thing in week 1 against the Bills. And then here's another little just coverage note that I think is really a big piece of it too. Lions are playing single high at the 2nd highest rate in the league, about 2/3 of their snaps. Zay and Lamar absolutely destroying single high. Last year, Lamar had the 2nd highest yards per drop back against single high in the league, about 2 yards higher than league average. Zay had the 5th best yards per route run against single high last year at 3.1. So far this year against single high, 4.4 yards per route run. So absolutely destroying these guys. Terrion Arnold is grading very poorly. DJ Reed grading very poorly. He's going to mix in the slot a little bit too against the different dudes they throw in there. Zay's going to eat. I know it's a big number. It's below the 70-yard threshold, so I think I might be able to convince Connor that this is a decent look, though we might push it past it here too, though. Connor, what's your initial reaction?
No, I like it because like if you just need the Ravens to be pushed at all or not be able to just like run all over the Lions. Like if you get any passing volume, if you get like, I mean, he can obviously get this on less than 25 attempts, whatever, no problem. But like if you get 30 pass attempts, you have to feel incredible about the chance of this going over because they just don't throw it all that much. If you get any juice from them, like he's gonna absolutely shred the Lions.
Yeah, I think if he does get sideways, like Slop was saying with Wicks, I think he's probably a part of why it went sideways. Average at the target's pretty solid too, even though I think we think of him as like a little guy that they try to scheme some stuff to. His average at the target's pretty deep. I think he's got like the 4th most 20+ yard, attempts so far this year, targets this year so far too. So Slop, any thoughts on Zay?
I'm in.
Let's go. So that's a Monday nighter, Slop too. So another thing, you just wake up Monday morning, you guys start your Monday research. You know you already got Zay in the holster.
You're done already.
And you just build the rest of your card.
Got the computer. Turn the phone back up. I actually don't even need your phone.
Yeah, you'll get the phone later.
I'm thinking about getting rid of my phone.
Have you checked your phone since you turned off the notifications?
Yeah, once. There was a lot.
Slot, you also still, I'm almost guaranteeing this. You still have a landline, and you either have it to get a discount on your internet, or you still use the landline.
Do you have a landline?
I do not have a landline.
Oh.
I think we do. I don't know. It's been a while. We got rid of cable.
Okay.
So that kind of, I don't know if we had a phone. I think we had a number, but we didn't have like a phone. You know what I mean? Like, and it was a discount cable situation, but it was a few years ago. So now we're YouTube TV people.
Good upgrade.
Very progressive.
Yeah. So there's just a TV. There's no box or anything.
I love YouTube TV.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. The only thing is we don't get Nesson, so I don't get to watch the Red Sox. And I think they're messing up with that. Like, come on, man. That's just not cool.
Doesn't make sense.
But I'm not buying the app, too. They want $30 a month to what? I mean, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Watch Nesson?
No, you can't be watching.
No, I don't got time for watching Nesson, dude. So, yeah, it's tough. But, no, so no landline. I am moving forward. I just got a new car. I had the same car for I got a Honda Pilot.
Nice.
So, coincidentally enough, cars have changed a lot since I think we bought the other car in 2013. Okay. So it still worked, bro. So it's like, I'm not getting rid of this thing.
No.
But
to make a payment. It's great.
New car, and everything is different. Like with technology, dude. It's I had to I hung out with the kid that sold it to me for 30 minutes trying to learn all the buttons. But yeah, it's buddy, they didn't have this back then.
Did you buy it off Facebook Marketplace?
No, I went to the dealership. The kid who sold it to me, he's telling me, he's just yeah, you didn't have this. Buddy, the car that I had before this, I bought it when you were 11. You know what I mean? You were literally 11 years old when I bought it. I shit's changed. You know what I mean? Help me out.
We got some random news here from Seahawks camp. Zach Charbonnet listed doubtful, which is huge. That's awesome. And then we also have Nick Emenwari and Witherspoon, both also doubtful. So not sure how much that matters. I mean, I don't know. We talked about the Saints-Seahawks game earlier in the week. We said, Seahawks probably going to make it tough for the Saints. But the Saints have played two pretty, close-ish games for a while.
Yeah, they got a good coach. I think he's scheming up some wins. They're playing fast.
You know what? Let me take this, Newton. the Pizzola on the Thunder today came out with, it blew my mind. He went with, I don't want to give the pick away, but Rattler over 14 and a half rushing yards. And I was like, that might be genius. Because I was looking for a way to play that game. So I want to have a bet in every game this week because I think that's fun. And I had nothing for that, legitimately nothing for that. I was like, I don't know how, I don't even know where to start with this. It just looks like a mess when you try and cap it. And I was like, that might be genius. I should probably get your takes on that. No or yes?
Yeah, willing runner for sure. Good pressure rate from Seattle.
Yeah, they get behind.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And everything about it, I was like, God damn, that is perfect.
Yeah,
incredible. I wish I thought of that.
I like that.
We had the Kenneth Walker bags packed yesterday afternoon. I think collectively, our little chat all had Kenneth Walker fired up in a bet slip. We're waiting for that injury report to come in. Charbonnet didn't practice again yesterday, and it's go, just before that. And then it instantly steamed. And it was 54 and a half.
It should probably be higher, honestly. I thought it would be mid 70s, honestly, or maybe low 70s. Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, still seeing 64 and a half at Rivers. Profit X, some jabroni put up $1,000 in liquidity at 55 and a half after the Charbonnet news. So I added more there. Had a good bit there. So I'm sure Kenneth Walker is going to pull a hammy on his second play or something like that, and I'm going to be, get out of luck. But the CLV feels good while we got it. Right?
Yeah,
it does. No, it does. It feels nice.
Okay, all right, real quick. I know we got to hop here. Slop's got another show, but I built a quick parlay, very doable parlay with 5 legs. Rome 6 catches, CD 100 yards, Zay 80 yards only. Nico Collins 90 yards, which I think is fun. Over 100 yards in 3 last 4 against the Jags. Ted almost had a messing game against the Jags. Chase absolutely shredded them. Christian Kirk is coming back, who I think actually helps Nico, maybe open some stuff up. But anyways, I think he's in a pretty good spot. I think Jags lost the starting corner too recently, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they're dinged up a little bit.
Yeah,
I like the Nico.
And then Russ 25 rushing yards, 6 legs, all within up to plus 190. I think is the Nico one. 83-1. Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Wow, that's pretty
We're
hot.
going to get rich off that.
Any thoughts? I mean, anything else to add? You know, what do we?
What about the Titans kid? Do you guys like that receiver too, Alec Iomanner?
Yeah.
What's
you talked about Stanford football? Remember him?
Yeah, I want to continue to find ways to attack. I think a pretty below average Colts defense that's been, I don't know, people are propping up the Colts a little bit. Now, I'm not actually against the Colts stuff, but I'm not a buyer that this is a strong defensive unit. They have a ton of injuries. Shavarius Ward, I think we want to get the report today. I haven't seen yet if he's going to be back or not, but
I think they can push them and score. You know what I'm saying? So now the Titans kind of play from behind, but like Cam Ward wasn't that bad last week. I think it was so, and the both defenses they played were pretty good. So I mean, the first 2 games in the NFL, you got to go into the Broncos and Rams. I mean, it's not great for him. I think that the culture stepped down from that. It's now 2 games in the season for that rookie. Iomanner, I think is how you pronounce his name.
Yep.
And he looked like electric. Like he looks very fast and get separation. He can obviously catch. It's 4 receptions. I don't know. And they were all kind of close to the line of scrimmage. They will look for him deeper down the field, but it's not like he's running fly routes and stuff like that. Like he's running close to the line of scrimmage. But that's the only other one that I am like really liking. I think that's kind of a sneaky way. Like he'd catch 6 or 7 balls. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Given the game script opponent, stuff like that.
He has 6 targets week 1, or 7 targets week 1, 6 targets week 2. Played better week 2 and a slightly easier matchup. Now it's a way easier matchup. I don't hate it. I kind of like it. I mean, he's been playing a ton.
It's just 4, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we'll edit it in. Makes it 200.
Other spots. I mean, the same like Zay handicap in terms of like single high and so AJ Brown splits versus single high are pretty wild. And it's Emmanuel Forbes, who literally weighs about as much as my 4.5-year-old does, soaking wet. Like AJ Brown against Emmanuel Forbes seems like a recipe for disaster. And I think the Rams on their end can do a ton too. Like I love Puka stuff. I love Devontae Adams stuff. So, if you wanted to diversify, get a little bit squirrely, get a little bigger, I'm down for adding some Rams and some AJ Brown stuff.
What would you want to add AJ Brown wise? His prop 62, so it'd have to be like 87, 80.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. I mean, if you can't beat Emmanuel Forbes, if it doesn't happen this week, trade him. Like you don't need him out there.
Just FCC that guy,
I mean, literally, like go look up the pictures of Emmanuel Forbes. He looks like, I mean, there's a lot of comps that he looks like are probably not appropriate to say out loud.
It's like the late night commercials that come on.
Yes.
It's like the Sarah McLachlan commercials, but for humans, not for dogs. That's
right.
Emmanuel
Exactly.
Forbes.
That's exactly what he looks like.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, now we're up to 557 to 1. I was trying to keep it realistic. Wound up a little bit more than that. But
that's not less realistic. We just added another winner.
It's true.
Change the dynamic of the first few bets.
No, we added 2 more bangers actually. So we actually just won more money. I mean, basically it's like that easy.
Yeah. Uncorrelated stuff. I want some of the Green Bay stuff. Again, FanDuel not having those receptions yet, but like people in the chat are talking about Golden. I'm there. I think you could do maybe Wicks. I don't know, or maybe not Wicks, or maybe it's, something else in there too. Maybe it's Musgrave. I think they fit because the high A.2. Alec Pierce is like lined at 1.5 receptions, which means we'd have to take him like under 1.5 over 30 yards. That's feels a little thin, but that could be a guy. Or you could just, JSN or Nico, right? Just like under 6.5, 100 plus, right? Where like they pop off, but they don't just put up a ton of volume, but they just end up having a ton of yards. Like I could see that too. Pickens could be that guy. There's some uncorrelated stuff there too. So
all the Packers stuff, every single Packers receiver should be an uncorrelated play.
Yeah.
Literally.
Pass attempts is 28.5 right now. Instead of 20.5. Like I might not even get there. So that's like, it's interesting.
Yeah. Antonio, Adrian Cooper's probably the best linebacker, maybe the best linebacker in the league, not named Fred Warner. And maybe he's going to come for Fred's chair here soon. So we're waiting for tackles to be released across the board here, hopefully soon. and we could start to fire. So yeah, no JMO. People want some JMO thoughts. Slop.
No, I'm just kind of hanging out with them. He needs one more 100-yard game to cash his 2+ on the season. So that's big. It's huge news. Yep. JSN is one away as well. So like that one, I think we talked about that week 1, the episode. Did we do that on this one?
We did, I think, or we talked about it. Yeah.
Yep. So that one's going all right. We need Nico to kind of come alive. And Pickens, I think this is his week, so we're good with him. But yeah, JMO, that's the only thing I got him at. I'm on a 100-yard watch for JMO. I don't understand the offense yet. So they're not doing what I thought they're going to do, where it's like him short, him long, him intermediate. It's more just him down there again.
Yeah.
So he might be an uncorrelated guy again. Who knows?
Jeff's inability to understand nuance is not surprising. It's actually probably why, as a country, we're falling apart, because people can't actually understand. They're just so like polarizing black and white. But yeah, thanks for listening, Jeff, and we appreciate you.
Did you just blame Jeff for the downfall of America?
I just think he's, it's not his fault, but he's getting sucked up into the vortex of what's wrong with this country. And he is not, he's name calling because he doesn't understand something. Wants to shut me down and cancel me because I'm not pro Colts suddenly. So it's all right, Jeff.
He's a big Colts guy though, isn't he?
He's a big Colts guy now. I'm not sure.
He's our favorite troll.
He's one of the better trolls out there though. Jeff.
No, he's a great troll.
He's about as good as it gets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done. I put my polish away.
Brian, Mark Gronkowski. It's Rob. He retired a few years ago. So he's not a real person. So
him too.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, Jeff. I think it's fine, dude.
Yeah. All right, we got anything else for the people? Wrap it up. Get Slop on his way. He's busy guy. He's got more stuff to do. So, Puka. We played Puka.
Already. Yeah, no, I like Puka too. I was going to say that, but you said that, so I feel like we're good.
Yeah, I played Puka early in the week. 6.5 receptions is just.
I already put my polish away.
It's a mistake line. We hammered Puka at 6.5 until they moved it to 7.5, and then we still consider 6.5 or 7.5. But yeah, 6.5.
I think go yards. He might be a 2-touchdown guy for the weekend too. I'm starting to work on my 2-touchdown chops. So if you could just parlay 3 of those guys, you can get a nice payout. All you gotta do is find 3 guys to score twice. That's it.
That's it.
Easy game.
Come on, we can do that. But Puka might be in there. You see some run funnels, guys.
It's a good spot for Adams too. Devontae. Yeah.
And Devontae just doesn't do anything, and then he does it this way. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Because I think they're on the every other method. I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Both last week, so no one else is getting any love there. It's just those 2 guys.
It's those 2. That's it. A target branch.
Yeah,
not a target tree.
All right, Sharp Stack. Check it out. 444.com/plans. Get in there. Check out the EV tool. It is outstanding. I think you'll like it. And again, it's free for 7 days. You don't have to pay for anything. You get full access to it. It doesn't get better than that. 444.com/plans. Again, move the line wherever you listen to podcasts. 444 live on the YouTube channel. Connor and I will be back on Wednesday, 11 a.m. to talk about what happened in week 3, looking at the early lines for week 4. Check out Slop at Slop Rules. Just go over to YouTube. Just search Hot John High Slop. You'll find some great YouTube content. What else you got, Slop?
I need to mention I got a giant overlay in my Splash Pick'em contest this week.
All right.
It's $5K guaranteed. All right, so we're guaranteed $5K. All right, in this thing, there's like 100 people in it, dude. It's time. Get in. I just posted on my Twitter. It's on my Twitter at Slop Rules. It's one of the first tweets on my page. Jason, I know you know where my Twitter is. Now that I'm on block, maybe hit me up. But yeah, get in. I want to play against you guys. It's a confidence pick and pool this week. We did the money lines last week. Way too easy. Way too easy. I was like giving away cash. I was like, no, we're not doing that ever again. I don't want to. Come on, I don't want to win like that. So now it's confidence pool. Should be a lot of fun. Again, guaranteed 5K. Guaranteed. So if we fill this thing up, maybe next week it's guaranteed 10. I don't know. I don't run Splash, but it could happen. So get in.
Doesn't get better than that. At Slop Rules on Twitter. Find all that information. Check it out. Hit them up if you have any questions. I'm sure probably pinned. Easy to find.
Very easy.
People. Yeah.
Right there, dude.
Connor, Uncle Ted's trying to troll you before we leave here too. Like he's just, I don't know the context of this, but
he's
I'm sure you.
I don't know what the context is, but I'm a massive Jerome Ford hater too. We've had a lot of guys that I don't like on talking about this show today.
Yeah, I appreciate you throwing Russ in the parlay too. Feeling good about it.
I know I put it in there. It's probably going to win. I can, things that I don't like can win. it's okay.
That's it. We appreciate everyone. Again, thanks for hanging out with us. You guys rock. We enjoy the chat popping here too. Sorry that we get a little bit off the rails sometimes, but hopefully we shared some bangers for you today, give you a little parlay action and some other ancillary pieces that we like to. So for Connor and Slop, I'm Ryan. We'll see you all next time. Thanks everybody.